baseline. Puts the shot up. How did he get that in? Shot, 3 seconds. Molly Kendrick, turn away jumper. That is who you want to get the ball there. Yep. Oh! And that is your comeback moment. There you go. A warm welcome to St. Clair Recreation Centre this Sunday afternoon. It's an awesome round of Premier League basketball, round 19 of the Basketball SA Premier League season, and a very special match being played today, of course, in commemoration of NAIDOC Week. We have the Woodville Warriors up against the Eastern Mavericks, and it's an awesome display with, you'll see during the match, Indigenous jumpers of the sort, and we'll get into that in more depth in a second. But I'm Benito Carboni, and with me is Adam Jones, and Adam, it's quite a special occasion today, considering what we just saw as well, but also what we're about to see.
Very much so. We just watched a great women's match, which went to overtime, and then we're about to show you some the Indigenous dance that was performed pre-game, and it does make you feel. It does make you think.
Oh, it was awesome. We just witnessed it before, and admittedly we didn't catch all the footage, but we got the cameras rolling as soon as we realised what was happening, and it was just powerful, and it's just such a great and welcome celebration of Indigenous culture in Australia. Of course, the two jerseys you'll see today as well. Hunter Vandenberg designed the Woodville Warriors jersey, of course, the daughter of Polly Vandenberg, a former Woodville Warriors player himself. And then Harley Hall designed the Eastern Mavericks jersey, and we just saw before in the women's match, Kadisha Cartinieri, an Indigenous person herself, just dominating a match and helping the Mavericks to an overtime win. So we're going to show you that footage now, and just stay tuned, because after that we'll bring you some exciting men's basketball here late in this Premier League season. we welcome you back to coverage of the Basketball SA Premier League. We've got the Woodville Warriors up against the Eastern Mavericks, an exciting men's clash. We saw an exciting women's clash, but it's going to get heated in here. We've just got so many dynamic players on show today. I'm Benito Carboni, and with me is Adam Jones. Adam, I'm excited to see what the men get up to, and I just really want to see some highlights, to be honest.
Oh, Benito, thank you for having me again. I am looking forward to Brendan Morris. Dropped 41 points last night, 41!
Jeez.
I am looking for another big score from the man. Hopefully he can deliver tonight.
Brendan Morris, 41, 6 rebounds to go with it. Just a dominant clash, upsetting the Bearcats no less as well.
It's in a win, and that's what I love more. 41 in a W. In a W.
And he's got players like Devin McGee and Novian Cherry as well next to him. Devin McGee, a player that just gets up incredible hops for a youngster. And they're bringing down the net, as we can see here.
We made comment of it in the women's game. I'm glad they're fixing it. I hope I'm fixing it.
Well, I think it's the warm-up that the Warriors players did, dunking on that hoop, has kind of torn it apart beyond playing condition. And it's just, it's fine. Like, I don't think it would have obtruded in the match, but it doesn't look nice.
In the Premier League handbook, you need a net, it says in the rule book.
Adam's done his research, as we see Devin McGee slam that down. The warm-ups are what you want to watch. These Eastern Mavericks players get high and stinker. But we've got a clash on our hands, and Woodville, 6 wins, 12 losses for the season. They've struggled at times. They haven't been able to compete down the stretch, and as of such, they're not going to make finals this season.
Well, you talk about them struggling, but some of those wins have been big wins. Like we just mentioned, the Bearcats win. That's a big win. The Bearcats are sitting where? 7th?
Well, I'm saying the Warriors here, but they've had similar wins as well. I think they've beaten the Bearcats once this season as well. So, but again, the Mavericks, they're languishing in 11th, but tonight is the chance to get off the bottom of the ladder after last night's win. A place where they probably shouldn't be, to be honest. With one of the best players in the competition in Brendan Morris. It doesn't look right having the Mavericks in 11th position.
It doesn't look right, but that's what they find themselves in. And you're right, they will be wanting to get off the bottom. And so Eastern Mavericks are 3-15, Woodville 6-12. Not that much better. It should be a close tie affair today.
Yeah, and it would be an entertaining clash. We saw the Woodville Warriors take it all the way against the Mavericks in the women's game just before this. It went to overtime. The Warriors just falling short to a much more fancied Mavericks, the Mavericks that will play in finals. We'll see that again today, I can imagine, because these two sides probably fairly even matched on paper anyway. Woodville have more wins on the board, but like Eastern, an exciting team that can show up, and sometimes they don't, sometimes they do. But as we see Devin McGee on screen there, he's one guy who will be important to their team today. If he can get some points on the board, if he can change the game, the Eastern Mavericks might be taking home another win here. They might sweep the Warriors here at St. Clair Recreation Centre.
Well, I think we might be a delay from the start of the game with this net problem, but we'll see how we go. They've got a new net here.
Let's time it now. So we've got, it's 15:37 at the moment, 3:38 just turned then. If they can get, let's see how quick they do this net change, because I believe with 3 minutes remaining before the match starts.
Can I make a comment here, Benito?
Yeah, right.
I hope this new net sounds as good as the old net, because there were some big threes hit down the mark.
That's true. You could hear the swish.
It was swishing and dishing and twisting, other things, wishing.
Yeah, it was quite a nice noise to hear. But we look at the Woodville lineup now.
Yes.
Luke Stanbridge, since his return from injury, has been imposing for the Warriors and probably starred for them, as has James Boonstockel, as Alan Brown announces just there. He's been dynamic from the three-point line this season. And this Warriors outfit is missing a couple of their better players. Their two imports, John Perry is injured. Josh Clipping is a no-show tonight as well. They're going to have to reach deep, and an understrength Warriors might find it difficult against this dynamic Eastern Mavericks outfit.
I agree. I think my man, Brunstopper, is the one that Mavericks have to close out on. He is deadly from range, and you can't be leaving him open. As we still watch the net get put up. This is...
It's an interesting... I didn't know there was a wire in the net, but here's
Neither
the
did
anthem. As the anthem rings out around St. Clair Arena, we're waiting on this net. And those two were standing for the anthem, but not in a sense of respecting it, more in a sense of getting this game started on time.
Look how white this net looks. This is a brand new net.
It's brand new. I wonder how many nets they stock in the rafters.
That's a good question. There would have to.
Emergency nets.
Has to be at least one, as we've seen right now.
You'd think two. What if they rip off both on each end?
Anyway. What if they rip off 3 in the game? What happens then?
Yeah, no, it's a fair call. We've got the starting lineups though. Daniel McKee starting with Luke Stanwich, Riley Meldrum and James Boonstockel, with Peter Vittor finishing off that lineup. Relatively uncapped Peter Vittor. It's about less than a minute so far this season, so that'll be interesting to see. Also in a sense, we've got the Mavericks lineup, apologies. Devin McGee, Seb Bold, Matt Stock, Brandon Morris and Novian Cherry all starting again, backing it up from last night. Of course, both these teams backing it up from the night before.
Well, Benito, I'll give you a question right now. Over and under. McGee, Devon, does he go 3 dunks, over or under?
I reckon McGee, probably under. I think 2 dunks probably is his average for the year.
He's got some hops. I look forward to seeing him play today.
The dude could probably touch the top of the backboard, to be honest.
He has some hops.
Explodes. Hopefully we do get to see it. It's usually a standard feature of Eastern Mavericks matches. Net is nearly complete. We're giving it plenty of airtime. Hopefully
it's a good net. I'm liking the net.
There's Boonstockel there having a chat to Stanbridge, the two that could prove the difference today for the Woodville Warriors. They're looking to earn some respect.
I wonder if if the Warriors come out a bit cold now, because the Mavericks at the moment are shooting in the warm-up, and as we can see with the Warriors, they're standing around waiting for their net to be adjusted.
Yeah, and interesting, to be honest, the net the Eastern Mavericks are warming up on doesn't look like it's in the best condition either.
It doesn't either. We might get an answer to how many spare nets do they have in the back.
But as we see, the Woodville Warriors sitting at 8th at the moment on 6 and 12. We did say that they have the chance to move to 7 wins alongside the West Adelaide Bearcats, their rivals. What would it feel like for Scott Whitmore to get the wood on the West Adelaide Bearcats after multiple seasons of falling below them on the ladder? It's a small thing, but a bit of bragging rights in the West.
That's what rivalry is. It is about bragging rights. I don't think the playoff push will come for either team. It's a bit out of the number. Six wins behind in 2 games ago, 1 game ago. So no chance of that. But you're right. Bragging rights is crucial.
Yeah. I guess Eastern Mavericks as well. Even if they lose today, unless they lose by 80 points, they are going to move to 10th on goal difference. So that's something. But if they get a win, it almost guarantees them avoiding the wooden spoon for season 2019, which is something that they could at least hold their heads high for. I don't think there's a wooden spoon trophy. But as we see, that net probably needs to be worked out a little bit. It's looking a bit narrow.
Oh, and Brody Nathan has just gone ka-ching
Good start.
in the pre-game and has sunk a 3.
Testing it out. Kind of.
It's a bit.
That'll help it. We are watching the warm-ups for the Woodville Warriors. They face the Eastern Mavericks in round 19 of the 2019 Basketball SA Premier League. Thank you to our sponsors, Acuren Financial and State Technic Solution. This live stream is powered by Spacequake Sports.
We are 2 minutes 30 away from this matchup kicking off. Let's get your thoughts, Benny. Who's winning this?
I think Eastern Mavericks, coming off a hot win against the West Adelaide Bearcats, won't be easy to overcome for the Woodville Warriors. Under strength, under mans, they've had a fair bit of success late in the year, but I just don't know if they can get over the top and defend the likes of Brandon Morris and Devin McGee inside. That could be the difference, because Mavericks themselves have some weaknesses, especially in some guard positions as well. They just can't find the consistency for long enough. But Woodville has the same issues. So they're actually quite evenly matched in that their key comes from their big men.
Yes, I'm on opposite now. I think the Warriors, like I said, Boonstopple, he's going to be he'll be a force.
If Booney can get going from the outside, it could mean disaster for the Mavericks.
And if Nathan can have some shots like he did in the pre-game, the first shot straight through. We're a minute 20 away from the tip-off. It should be a good match, though. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and coming in with, I guess, no expectations on what it could become as well. These two teams are playing for pride. We could see some fireworks. Like, you never know how these matches are going to go. Sometimes they're tame, sometimes they're blood on the court style matches. I mean, I wouldn't argue against watching one of those, but I just want to see a bit of passion between these two sides. Wearing, of course, the Indigenous jerseys. Such an awesome opportunity to commemorate NAIDOC Week. Hunter Vandenberg, of course, designing the jumper for the Woodville Warriors. Paulie Vandenberg's daughter, I should say, Harley Hole, designing the jerseys for the Eastern Mavericks. And it just looks great. It really pops on the live streams and on Channel 44, wherever you're tuning in from, NRTV as well. Just 25 seconds remaining until the start of this one.
And for your Woodville Warriors, James Boonstopple, Daniel McGee, Riley Melcham, Peter Vitor, and Luke Stembridge.
Of course, Alan Brown's voice ringing over the stereo. Sometimes he sits in this commentary box, but today I've got Adam Jones instead, filling the void and filling it well.
Oh, it's a hard job to fill in for AB. He is a great voice, great man, but I'll do my best. Well, we're mere seconds away now, Benito.
Yep, it's going to happen.
It's going to happen. Here on We're streaming everywhere, Channel 44.
Across the world, you can access this.
You could access this across the world.
Thanks to Spacequake Sports. They've powered this live stream and they've done it well across the year, across 2 years.
As we see Cherry on the screen at the moment.
And Brandon Morris, the tip off against Stanbridge. Bit of a mismatch. And expected Devin gives it off to Cherry and it's fouled.
Lucky because he has thrown that away.
2 seconds has been taken off the clock. That's all that happened to start that one off.
And substitutions already.
So Daniel McKee and Peter Vitor come off. We saw that happen a couple of weeks ago as well. Strange move by Scott Whittle. I don't really understand the dynamic. Maybe he's got a drawn up play for the start of the match, but it doesn't really count if you don't get the tip. McGee misses that, but recovers and puts that in for the first points in the match. As we see, a new look Woodville Warriors outfit take the court. Brody Nathan on now.
There's a lot of young talent out here for the Woodville.
Yeah. And here's Stanbridge stepping in, stepping out, and sinking Woodville's first points. They'll go to him throughout the match. Watch Brandon Morris look to shut him down as well. Here's Cherry.
And speaking of Morris, Morris has the ball now as it swings out.
That's clean. That is clean.
By Sebastian Bold.
Seb Bold with a fast start towards another lethal shooter for the Mavericks from the outside. Brody Nathan bringing it back up. Boonstopple takes his first three of the night and sinks it. That's big.
Back-to-back threes here to start the game.
Yeah, if Boonstopper can get on fire early, he's a volume shooter. He'll just keep on shooting it. You'll see him sink 6 or more threes tonight, if that is the case. He's bowled again, unopposed, and that one doesn't fall. Trying to jump over the top is Novian Cherry. We can't get past Riley Meldrum. Bringing it back in is Alex Majorana. Been around the club for ages. Really got his opportunity last season when Luke Stanbridge was playing for the Flames. But with both of them there, it's quite a dynamic duo inside. Less so in terms of height, but more so in terms of getting cooked. Oh, Devin McGee says nothing to that. Man. I was talking
as we look at the replay, he has just put a hand up and the ball has not gone anywhere.
Yeah, Stanbridge getting up over the top of McGee this time. Stanbridge, a high quality player.
He's a star for the Warriors
the
team.
2017 MVP for the Woodville Warriors, I should say. And played a strong hand for the Norwood last season as well. Here's Morris, he might get up, decides to lay that one in pretty easily. You're going to see a lot of ball on the inside today.
Yes, both teams love the inside paints.
Here's Meldrum, the youngster, gives it off, and
Stanbridge again.
Inside, he's got Morris to contend with, hesitates, and big rebound by Majorana. Again, the ring,
this
more
ring,
times.
if you watch the women's game, we were talking about it a lot of it ins and outs.
Morris from range gets that in. And now Nathan breaks. Nathan and Meldrum. Meldrum to Nathan. Nathan doesn't go. And Boonstopper has his work cut out trying to grab that one. Moving it now is Stock and Cherry.
Great pass there from Stock to see Cherry on the elbow.
Yeah.
Unlucky not to finish.
Meldrum working things out, finds Boonstopper, he turns and hits it, misses. And Morris bringing it back up. Quite a low intensity match, to be honest, to start things off. Both teams really feeling each other before they get moving. Oh, Majorana nearly wipes that one off the floor.
As Morris heads to the line to shoot 2.
Brandon Morris, of course, 25 years old, stands 203 centimetres tall, one of the tallest players in the competition.
As he hits the first to give the Mavericks a 1-point lead.
Of course, born in New York as well. A New York prodigy. He had quite a promising career before eventually ending up here. So it's it's so good to have him in the Premier League because he's a dynamic player. You saw him put up 40 points. 41 points last night in an upset win. He's done that multiple times this season and almost gets a strip there. Just keep an eye on him throughout the match because you're sure to see some highlights. And a turnover, here's Cherry moving it up with pace, set bold, gives it off to McGee and he slams it down. Devin McGee, we call it Fritz in South Australia, but it's Devin that slams it home.
That's one. He needs one more for you to be right with 2 dunks.
Yeah.
But that all started with Morris's active hands on defense, knocking the ball off.
How about the takeoff from him? He just launches from quite a distance from the basket. Here he is again, and now Cherry lays that in. Neat basketball from Devin McGee, doing it all.
Early signs are good from the Mavericks as they lead the Warriors by 4 points.
Boonstopper turns and hits that shot, quite identical to his last shot. Good work inside though by Alex Majorana.
Majorana is doing business today.
Here's that Stock to Novian Cherry and Devin McGee working things out. Steps up, decides to shoot it and sinks it. Devin McGee has had a fast start to this one and gives the Mavericks a 4-point lead with 5 minutes having been played. Brody Nathan looking to settle things a little bit. Gives it to Boonstopper, who's liked that spot on the court so far. Finds himself again there again. Meldrum with the layup, gives it off and blocked by McGee. He is doing it all. 2 blocks, 4 points and a dime to start things off Devin McGee's in every play, and it's quite fun to watch. Here's Bold giving it off to McGee. He launches from the side and gets some serious airtime. Love that. Here's Stock, however. Stock, McGee, Bold. Bold floats it. It doesn't go. Bold grabs his own rebound just about. Works hard enough, but Woodville will retain possession of foul called.
We watched the steal again. Great play. McGee up and in. Just a comment already on the Warriors' offensive play. They're loving their flare screens. We've seen a couple already on the right-hand side of the screen, the right-hand side of the camera, where Brunstopple gets open. So we have to keep an eye out for that.
Boone again. Brunstopple again shoots it. He's, as I say, he's a volume shooter. He's just going to keep shooting, even if it doesn't go his way every time. Meldrum nearly blocks that, I should say. But Novian Cherry lays that one in. 2 more points for him. And the Mavericks out to a 6-point margin. Here's Stanbridge. Stanbridge moving inside. Doesn't have much room there. And the block isn't called. The foul is, though.
Morris looks confused towards the referee.
Morris just really wants an explanation there.
I think it was a bit of body on body there.
Yeah, I believe so as well. Very close and personal.
As Stanbridge goes to the line and he hits the first one to bring the lead down to 5 for the Eastern Mavericks.
I think the key to this match is whoever wins that battle between Stanbridge and Morris. Well, two high-quality players, both centres, but both centres in different aspects. They play different styles of game, and it's interesting to see how they compete.
Exactly. It's great, and they are both the stars of their respective teams, as Cherry has a shot and gets the fortunate bounce.
Haven't seen that one today. Nathan calling the shots. Stanbridge on the outside has Morris to contend with. Puts it straight over him. And Brody Nathan with the rebound finds Boonstopple. He'll shoot it again. And that time I thought it was going in, just a fraction short, rolls out.
It was a great look there for Boonstopple, and he'll be disappointed he didn't finish that.
Yeah. Here's Novian Cherry, though. Takes his shot, sinks
again.
it. He's playing well today.
Another long 2 for Cherry. That must be his spot.
The only verified person in the Premier League, at least on Instagram.
How many followers does he have, Benito?
I think around 60,000.
I
feel like it's gone up.
That's 59,995 more than yourself.
Oh, great burn there, but there's Stanbridge. Well played. McGee grabs the rebound, though. Stock now. And Morris, he'll get up, and no!
Blocked by the rim by Morris, and now the Warriors are out on the break here.
And Nathan, he misses the shot. Morris is free. He'll get another go at it.
He doesn't make the mistake this time. He slams that down with authority.
Oh, no.
As the Warriors are now trailing by 10 points and call a timeout.
Oh, it's almost like there was a 6th man denying Morris there. But he gets the fortunate turnover. He just got the ball back because no one stayed with him. It was very lucky for Morris. Bit of a redeeming dunk. Yeah. It's probably the dunk you'd least want to have.
The one where you're not going back on defense and you're cherry picking.
After you just got embarrassed as well. It's
I wouldn't say embarrassed.
I mean, it looked like it was going to be a huge dunk, and then he just jammed.
Yeah, he jumped about a metre too early, I reckon. But no, what are your thoughts so far? As we look at the replay here, as he goes up and goes down.
Just missed his trajectory. He's just confused.
he's wondering what happens. And
like, what the heck? But yeah, no, the game has been played at a pretty steady pace. It hasn't been too fast paced. Novian Cherry's been good though, as is Devin McGee. Those Eastern Mavericks players really showing their quality early on, and they've built a 10-point lead. I don't know if they'll be able to maintain it throughout the match. I think Woodville might creep back into it if Boonstopple catches a light.
Well, that's the thing. Boonstopple has had some good looks today, and the Warriors won't be happy being 10 points down. They'll be happy at the looks they're getting.
Yeah, precisely.
And Cherry has hit some big shots as well. Tough shots, I should say. Long 2s, not the optimal basketball game shot, but
it's good if you're trying to show off your quality.
No, it's good when you hit it. Anything is good when you hit them.
Man.
So Zach DeWitt to inbound to Brody Nathan.
Zach DeWitt taking the court now. Another good youngster for the Woodville Warriors. Meldrum finds Stanbridge. Stanbridge has a brick wall to contend with.
And Morris just stands him up and says, not this way.
And Meldrum's going to take a shot. No, he gives it out to Nathan. He's got 5 on the clock. Nathan pushes, finds his way in and denied Devin McGee, third block of the game. Devi from the block. Now, Seb Bold gets that in, and the Mavericks are on a roll.
Seb Bold just goes up and under and in.
25-13 reads the scoreline now. Number 13 has it. Meldrum finds a way through, and a double dribble called. It's a risk trying to work your way through that corridor in general.
Oh, when you have players like McGee, Morris, it's hard to go into the paint.
It's like when the doors are closing in, like Indiana Jones, and like you have to try and find a way through. That's certainly what that looked like. McGee now takes the mid-range. He's been hitting them.
Not this time as Stanbridge takes the rebound and passes to...
Yeah, Zach DeWitt there. Now, outside, Nathan hits it. Doesn't sink though, and Morris will bring it up. Fast break. Finds Matt Stock. Matt Stock over the side. Seb Bold, he's been good this quarter. Doesn't fold, but Mavs will take it back. 14 on the clock. Stock calling the shots. As he finds Brandon Morrison now. Novian Cherry gets his way inside, gets the spin.
And gets the roll.
Yeah. And timeout called. Oh no, substitution. Got an ear-piercing sound there.
Yeah.
But well played here
we
by
watched
Cherry.
the replay here with Cherry just getting inside and laying it up.
Yeah. Just got the step in. Like,
And
Tech.
Tech foul called on the Mavericks.
Is it Brandon Morris? I'm not too sure. And I guess we'll give that to you when we know it. But
And Stanbridge hits the Tech.
A little bit unexpected there, that's for sure. The bench earned a technical. So perhaps Jason Warhurst letting his emotions be heard a little bit too much. Here's Stanbridge though on Morris. We'll watch it again and again.
And again.
Nathan gives it to Boonstopple in that spot. And he gets that one.
He brings that down, lead back down to 8 with 56 seconds to go in the first. As Stock throws the ball away, and correction, 10 points again.
But 27-17 reads the scoreline. Brody Nathan out to DeWitt. There's another DeWitt in the league who's a pretty elite passer in Zach DeWitt. Kane DeWitt, I should say, for the Forestville Eagles. Averages 10 assists a game. And if Zach can do anything like his namesake, I'm sure the Warriors will be happy. 10 assists a game is just an unbelievable output.
Morris not happy there. Thought he got fouled. But the Warriors will take the ball with 27 seconds to go.
And quite a quiet arena. The match hasn't really taken to any path just yet, but the Mavericks will be happy they hold a 10-point lead, despite earning a tech. It's quite a strange tech to be called, considering the position they were in. Nathan drives, denied, and the foul called on Patrick Yongchuk.
As we watch the replay again, and a lot of body there. He gets whole ball, but his lower body collides.
Yep. No, that's a good way to put it. Nathan showing no fear as he moves inside.
No, he went very fast there, did Brody Nathan, and
perhaps found the weakness in the Mavericks, like, I guess, front court as well.
Well, Morris had to come up to protect the pick and roll, so yeah. I agree. When Morris is outside of the paint, go on the head.
Yeah. But Youngchuk did stand tall. Here's his shot, and he's blocked. No foul called. And
blocked by Youngchuk.
Yeah, so he walks off. The Eastern Mavericks, however, have that 9-point lead at quarter time. It's been a good free-flowing match. 27 points for the turn for the Mavs. They can keep that up. They can probably be sure of their win. I don't think the Woodville Warriors will be putting up 100 points tonight. Considering they are missing some of their stars, we have said it earlier, but their two imports, John Perry and Josh Clippinger, haven't suited up for today's match. We see John Perry in the moon, but he's still hanging around the club. I can't see Josh Clippinger, but that might just be because I have bad eyes. Who knows? However, the Eastern Mavericks, they've started well, and they're players that we highlighted before in Devin McGee and Novian Cherry have been superb.
Cherry has stepped up a lot. Cherry has surprised me today. He's got 10 points already, and they've been a good 10 points. As in, they're not the Brendan Morris staying back on offense dunks. They are. He's earning his points.
Yeah, no, and 5 from 6 from the field as well. He's shooting at a very accurate clip.
What about McGee with 3 blocks already in the first?
He was everywhere in that first term. Plus minus of 14 as well. Like they were dominating while he was on the court. I should make it known as well. Novian Cherry, a player that's probably, he's a good player in his own right, but probably stood in the shadow a little bit of Brandon Morris this season. Considering how good Brandon Morris has been, he leads a lot of the statistical charts in the Premier League this season. But to see him come into his own today is good for the Eastern Mavericks and good for the league and good for Novian Cherry as well. I'd love to see him around go around again next year and see what he's really capable of, because it is tough when you bring an import in to a city like Adelaide. Like
anywhere, an import anywhere. It's, you have to adjust to a new culture, and even in a basketball sense, every different country has a different style of play.
100%. And some players gel quickly. Some players it takes a year or two. You know, like you can't I feel like you can't really say the first year is, like, you can't judge them on their first year as much. That's what I was trying to say. Keeping it alive is Jonchek. And bringing it up now are the Eastern Mavericks. Brandon Morris gives it out. And Delapia now moving around, finds the avenue. Here's Big Patrick, puts it up, doesn't go. Bringing it up with pace now is the Warriors. The Warriors looking for options. Brody Nathan decides nothing's there. A lot of possession for Brody Nathan, and the hook from Jack Marana is solid. Sound, technically sound.
No, it was a great pass by Brody Nathan as well.
Brandon Morris now. And he works inside with speed and toughness.
Well, once again, not for the first time, we'll see Morris go to the line to shoot 2.
Brandon Morris, not a terrible three-point shooter, free throw shooter, I should say.
Eight points up for the Mavericks.
It's a good lead to have, especially traveling an hour and a half from, probably an hour from
9 points now
from Mount Barker.
Well, and that's the thing as well. It's a good cushion. You'd rather be up 9 points than chasing a match, because it's just the thing. If the Warriors now, they're gonna have to fight back. They get some momentum, right? Oh,
that's momentum.
That helps them. That helps them a lot.
And James Boonstopple feeling himself. He shot almost every 3 from the exact same spot.
He does have a spot, but that's what I was saying. So the Warriors have to pull this back, and let's say they get 1 point down, and they've used all their momentum. They're still not in the lead. This cushion helps them a lot.
Oh, great play inside there. A battle between Jack Majorana and Brandon Morris. Brandon Morris not getting the points, but they retain possession through the arrow. Here's Delapia bringing it in. Apologies, Matthews Hampton now. And Jonchuk outside. Here's Seb Vozzo. Vozzo out. Delapia. Oh, the bank's open and it's a Sunday. What the heck? Nathan now. And a bit of animation.
Yeah, Coach Warhurst was not happy, and McGee's up already, so there's going to be a substitution.
Booney gets blocked. Rebound caught. And bringing it back, James Boonstable. Oh, he's hit it again.
He doesn't know what blocked means because he's gone back and gone, I'll take another shot and I'll take another 3.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Right. Sound technique from Boonstable. Bozo gives it out. And Morris, not the best pass.
And
there
a turnover.
Delapia.
And a turnover and Warriors ball again. 6 points. They've brought it back down a little bit. As we watch look at this shot. Look at the hold.
Yeah.
He's a silky player.
Certainly. I mean, if it wasn't for that ugly 3-pointer from Delapia earlier, it would be a 3-point match. Here's the pass inside. Now it's Jack Maran out to Boonstable. Can he hit another one? Not quite. It's not his spot. Nathan keeps it alive and resets. Uses the clock, steps inside, steps out. And the shot from DeWitt. Not quite, and it's a genuine pack mark in there. Stanbridge, the benefactor.
He stands tall.
Yeah.
He stands tall on a Stanbridge.
Bozo, and blocking foul called. A good effort there from DeWitt, but probably moved a little bit.
And it'll be a sideline ball. Wasn't in the motion the referee said. But it's back to 4 points, just like that.
Yeah, certainly. And Woodville showing that perhaps it is James Boonstable who couldn't change this game. The guy himself already has 12 points, so here's Delapia. Oh, terrible pass out, and Vosso will grab that, and it'll go to the Woodville Warriors. Just a lazy pass. Yeah, a bit of a
coach killer.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on Morris so far? He's on the bench in the moment, but
of course, I mean, like, he probably a bit slower than he would have been last night. I mean, when he put up 41 points and he played 38 minutes.
And, well, that's exactly right. Both teams are backing it up, so it is harder. More battle of endurance, one would say.
Here's Jack Majorana. Gives it off. Meldrum. Boonstable. Stanbridge.
He doesn't get blocked by the rim. He goes up, nice, easy layup.
He's more wise about his decision making.
He is.
Yeah.
He's all about the fundamentals.
Bozo has the space to take the 3.
And it's a foul.
Jumps inside though as well. Notice that.
As we look at the replay of Stanbridge's nice little layup.
Yeah. Here it is. Yeah, good ball movement too. They moved it around the arc and then just sent it in and through Stanbridge. No one was on him, and perhaps without Brandon Morris in the court, there wasn't that presence inside.
No, exactly right. So Vozo's at the line.
Lovely technique there from Vozo for the first one. Quite a dynamic player in himself. When he has some great games where
this is the second.
And he gets 3, of course, but has some great games where he just like dominates off the bench and just really accumulates the points. In other matches, he just struggles to make an impact. So for our viewing sake, we want to see the Seb Vosso that just puts points on the board.
Oh, of course, of course. And you don't like seeing players perform badly anyway, just from a human level. Empathy.
Empathy. We're all about empathy here on the commentary panel of this live streamed match. Here's Meldrum.
Good defense there.
Yeah, well done. He gets inside, eventually passes out. Majorana not quite, and McGee brings it up. McGee back on court. Vozo to Devin McGee.
Not much off-ball movement again.
Yeah.
Vozo looks pinned in the corner as well as...
Fairly static. Delapia earns space, puts it up. Did well to put the head down and free up a bit. Oh, Cherry with the steal. And nice little dish to McGee. McGee puts that up and in.
That was a bit of a dream shake there. I'm calling it. Show me that again. It was a little bit of a shaky bakey.
Meldrum, Boonstable. Can he continue to put points on the board for the Woodville Warriors who need to? Trailing by 6. All right, moving it now. Stanbridge sizes it up, puts up the J, and a bit of mid-range jump shot. That's definitely the dish of the day.
It was very much the dish of the day. He's having a great game, Stanbridge.
Yeah, Vozo now outside to Cherry.
So it's back to 4 points as well with 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, exactly.
In the half.
Staying close. Delapia. Oh, a little pass inside.
Behind the back.
Just had to be finished though by Kai Matthews-Hampton.
Matthews-Hampton will be unhappy he didn't finish that. That was a a layup for him.
Yeah. Oh, the pass in. And working is Mairana. Finds Stanbridge. And another step back. Jay. Oh, he's hitting him every time. Stanbridge having a great match. Great first half. Moves to 13 points for the game. Should say 14 points. Here's Vozo. Lays that one in. Lovely finger roll by Seth Vozo. There's the Mavericks youngster making an impact in this second term.
Stanbridge and Broomstopple have combined for 25 points of Woodville's 34.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Now,
but
is that going to be...
Broomstopple,
Oh.
we wanted it. Mairana, smart, passes it out, and Stanbridge doesn't quite hit it. Sherry, and the foul called on Broomstopple. Not happy about it is James, but I have to deal with it.
Coach Whitmore.
As we see, shaky bakey called by Adam Jones himself.
I love a shaky bakey.
Oh, man.
There was a bit of a shaky bakey there. Look at it. Sends him the left, goes the right. Great finish there by McGee.
Prodigious talent, Devin McGee. Some of the stuff he does, you're just like, you wouldn't be, it wouldn't be out of place in an NBL game. Like, he's very
And Morris just
naturally
easily
talented.
gets inside there for a layup.
Nice by Brandon Morris, back on court, looking to push this scoreline out towards the end of the half. Mairana now of the Jack variety. Gives it to Stanbridge, and Stanbridge to Boonstopple. Boonstopple inside, and Mairana kind of stripped there by McGee. Boonstopple tries to shake it up a little bit, gives it to Stanbridge. Stanbridge has space and rolls it in off the backboard as time expires. The buzzer not beaten, or beaten by Luke Stanbridge, I should say, brings the deficit down to 4 points with 3 minutes on the clock.
And a shot to bring it down to 3, sorry.
That's strong. Just strength, because you thought Brandon Morris had every opportunity to block that at one stage there, but Stanbridge just backed in a little bit, used his body well, timed it perfectly.
And Morris back off
Got
again.
it in. Of course, in foul trouble now, I believe, Brandon Morris. Moves to at least 2.
Oh, and Stanbridge gets the roll.
Timeout called by Scott Whitmore.
Well, 3 points to go,
Here
3
it is
minutes.
again. I just want to watch it again, like, just the strength. Anyway, three minutes to go in this term.
Yes, 3 minutes to go, 3 points. What's your thoughts so far?
It's a solid outing again. We watched a close match in the women's, and it probably took a little bit of energy out of us. We're trying to recuperate here, especially if this match stays close. The Warriors...
If this match stays close, you better believe the fourth quarter, I'm going to be up and about.
My veins are already popping on my neck, so I don't know if I'll make it through. But Scott Whitmore here, he's going to do everything to make it not a close game by the end of it. He wants them to win and win convincingly. Get above the West Adelaide Bearcats.
I honestly think, by the way, is he drawing a flare screen right now? I think he's drawing a flare screen right now. I had said it earlier, the Warriors love a flare screen, and it looked like one. It looked like one.
Yep. Scott Whitmore, a very experienced coach and player, played in Europe, played in America. He's
played in Australia?
He's played in Australia as well. He's a Woodville Warriors life member, I believe. So just a very well-reputed guy. And of course, his daughter Molly played today as well. She's going to college later, I believe next month actually. It creeps up on you when you think about it. All these young players going off to college in August and September. So.
Well, Morris is back on the court. I wonder if Coach Warhurst dragged him at the end just to give him a little bit of...
Well, Warhurst is spending his time talking to the referee at the moment. Quite an animated coach if you get to watch many Mavericks games.
I spoke too soon because it looked like Morris is back off. Coach Warhurst is not happy.
I couldn't tell you what's going on there.
You can tell by the look at Coach Warhurst. He's not happy. Morris is confused. The ball's back in. Stokes bringing it up.
Bold back on court to Cherry. Bold pops it up. And Nathan with the rebounds. Brody Nathan bringing a bit of energy to this Woodville Warriors outfit. And I feel like
that is the play that Coach Whitmore just drew up.
And did it work?
Well, I think they're shooting 2, so... No, it's a sideline bowl. It's a bit cold in here, don't you think?
Yeah.
Benito?
It's quite a strange atmosphere in general. The rafters are quite packed,
Yes.
but there's just not much energy or noise coming out of it. Or from the players, to be honest. Boonstopple steps out.
Pump fakes.
Oh, nice screen set by Stanbridge, and the shot will go up from Majorana. Well, just smartly worked out there by Boonstopple and co. And how can the Mavericks respond? Can they maintain this lead that has just dropped to 1 point? Cherry through the legs of McGee.
No.
You don't see that often on a basketball court.
Not with plays like that. The Mavericks will not hold this lead. That was pretty poor there. And Brody Nathan looks to get the ball moving quickly as Stanbridge has it at the top of the 3. Boonstopple coming off another screen. In and out.
Strong rebound, Jack Majorana.
Boonstopple again. He is everywhere. He just moves.
And Nathan now on the outside, moving inside, takes it on the elbow and sinks it. And all of a sudden, the Woodville Warriors take the lead.
And who would have said that?
Oh, and the steal, Boonstopple is being chased down by Stock. Stock won't get there. They've called a timeout because they just thought it was a conventional layup. The layup hasn't fallen. The horn has blown.
Are they giving them the 2 points?
Are they?
I don't know.
No, surely not.
No, they're not.
And one of the weirder things you'll see on a basketball court in 2019.
Boonstopple will be upset he didn't finish that.
It's criminal. There's Cherry. Cherry steps out. I love that. Doesn't fall though.
I don't love that. A long 2.
It's good.
Early in the shot clock.
Boonstopple working, and now Majorana floats it.
That was a late call there by the referee, but it doesn't matter. They all count the same, and he'll go and shoot 2 free throws to give the Warriors a 3-point lead.
Yeah.
A minute 38 to go.
The Warriors just turning things around here.
Well, and that's what happens when you can shoot the 3 like Boonstopple can. It is a momentum swinger as he misses the first.
And Easton limited to just 13 points for the term as well. So a few struggles on the offensive end for Easton as Woodville get their game going on their offensive end.
Majorana just missed both of those, but 13 points in the quarter after having 27. Coach Warriors will not be happy.
Yeah, and they'll hope to get some late points here off the hands.
There was one pass away from an open dunk from Morris, so that's good ball movement there by the Mavericks.
Yep. Cherry to bring it back in. And Morris with the rock now. Here's Stock, sizing up Nathan. And has a bit of space to pass that out to Bolt. Bolt decides to drive, puts up the floater, and it doesn't fall. Stanbridge bringing it back up. Boonstopple with pace, attacks, gets it out to Nathan. And the floater over the top to Stanbridge off the backboard. Can't get it to go, but the strength of Majorana.
He just
they bring it tough in Australia.
He just ragdolled that ball and he said, "That's mine. Please let me have it. You're not letting me have it. I'm just going to take it."
And tree trunk for arms. Jack Majorana, brilliant there. Here's Nathan. And Stanbridge looking to attack. Oh, and stripped by McGee. McGee spins around Boonstopple. Booney called for the foul. That's his second of the game.
And I think they're in the bonus there, so he'll go to the line.
And Cherry perhaps not expecting the strength from Majorana there.
No, no. It was very tough, very strong.
Gritty.
Gritty. Grit and grind. I like it. As McGee hits the first to level it up. 29 seconds to go. Who's winning this half?
It certainly looks like the Warriors might end out on top. They've finished.
Well, the Mavs are now a point in.
Still a point behind.
Point behind, sorry.
Another interesting thing is the scoreboard. on the court here. They put the Woodville names second,
I know, it's confusing.
which I guess maybe it's an American scoreboard. They got to put it in. But it's still, you could surely just write the names on. Like, it is quite surprising. Anyway, a moot point as we see Woodville turn it over.
10.
Morris has time for a chuckle, talking to the referee.
15 seconds to go. 1 point ball game. Mavericks ball.
Stock to Bold. Bold. Oh, it's a terrible
Bold
pass.
has just thrown that away, and Boonstoppel's gone in and earns a charge. Pushed off on him. That's a tough call.
And that's 2 easy layups for Boonstoppel that haven't registered a point. And
watching the replay there, he's in disbelief that that was called.
And a substitution. Vozo coming on for the final 5 seconds. Now Stock dribbling, gives it off. He might give it to Vozo. No, he wants it himself. He doesn't realise the shot clock.
That's a coach. That is a coach
killer, an amateur as well. Jason, I can see your hands on the heads of a few of those bench players. Not the way you want to see a first half ended, but the Woodville Warriors staying on top by a point. We've got another game on our hands, regardless of how that panned out. We'll be back with you for the second half in about 10 minutes. And welcome back to round 19 of the Basketball SA Premier League. We've got the Woodville Warriors at home in St. Clair up against the Eastern Mavericks. Of course, Woodville holding a 1-point lead. I'm Benito Carboni, and with me, Adam Jones. Adam, this match could go either way.
Well, a 1-point ball game at halftime, that's a very valid statement, Benito, and I agree with it. It is.
I just want to hear your feedback.
On you're commentating on the game?
No, this game, where's it going?
I don't know. I think if you're looking at the game, Mavericks have had the better shots, but the Warriors lead by 1. So it's, can the Warriors keep up these hard shots? Yeah. I don't think so. I think the Mavericks win this.
Well, Boomstop 4 from 10 from deep. You almost take that. If he puts up 20 3-point attempts in the game and hits 10 of them, you take that. But we're back on the way here. Eastern Mavericks getting us restarted. Brandon Morris on the outside gives it to Seb Bold, and McGee can't grab the rebound. Stanbridge strong in the interior, and Nathan directing the play to start this second half. Nathan now gives it to Boonstopple, thinks about the shot, and Nathan gets stopped off his feet. Puts it up eventually. Doesn't go though. Nathan unable to get a rhythm going with his shooting so far today. 1 from 7 now for the game. And losing the ball with the Mavericks, bringing it back up with speed. Here's Boonstopple. Can he get the layup this time?
Third time's a charm.
James Boonstopple, a few Bronx cheers, but the man has played well so far today for his 14 points. Luke Sandbridge, the only man outscoring him in the game so far. He has 18.
Morris inside, and are they going to count that? There will be 2 shots.
Yeah, the basket didn't fall in the end anyway.
No, it didn't, but I wondered if they were going to count it from the sideline or shooting fouls. Well, also, at the same time, this is going on, by the way, Benito. There's this game going on between the Tigers and Norwood Flames. 6 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Tigers lead by 7.
Ooh, interesting as well, considering the Southern Tigers do sit below the Norwood. Oh, they've actually jumped up. They're both on 13 wins. This is a huge match. Considering the ramifications, although that ladder may not be updated, the one I'm viewing right now.
Well, either way, Tigers lead by 7, 6 minutes to go. We'll be sure to bring you the final result of that one as well.
Yeah. Hands now.
Brody Nathan brings the ball up for the Woodville Warriors.
Nice pass out, and taking it is Nathan in the end. He gets that one to fall, breaks his shooting drought, and Stock to bring things back up the court. Shot comes down and sinks it. Matty Stock.
I saw him shooting there in the halftime. Didn't miss in game. Great look, great shot,
Love
great
that translation as well into full court action. Just like under the pressure, Boonstopple inside, Stanbridge back out to Boonstopple. He puts up the shot, contested, and doesn't matter.
Back to back. He responds with his own 3 points.
That's his 5th of the game, his 5th 3-pointer.
And it's 4-point lead to the Woodville Warriors.
Morris finding no space inside. Gives it back out to Stock. He's hit one. Can he hit another? Doesn't get the bounce. Ooh, and a heavy fall. Oh, Bold is sore.
Bold is very sore.
Can't get it to go. He gets up and he's kind of running to the bench.
Yeah, Bold's still holding. He's injured. He's not feeling nice. He's got a face as well.
The uncomfortable smirk, but Morris can't get the shot to fall, and eventually Woodville bring it back up. Intercepted almost by McGee. Now Majorana gives it to Nathan, and we start again.
And Bold's still looking uncomfortable.
Matthew DiPaolo on the court for the first time today as well for the Woodville Warriors, but that play doesn't eventuate.
Morris has 11 points, which is leading for his team, but it just doesn't look like it. He's having a hard time out there today as Cherry takes a 3 and misses.
He needed that long too. Here's Bold, quick pass out, Matt Stock. He can't get it to fall, but Cherry with the big rebound. Cherry gets them off their feet. Well positioned, well poised, gets the ball to fall.
We saw it in the women's game. The Mavericks dominated the offensive boards, and we're seeing it again in the men's game. 3 offensive boards there for the Mavs.
Yep. Nathan now.
Boonstockel again outside, takes a 3. He's feeling it. He is feeling it. Boonstockel.
Boone bringing the boom.
He's bringing the boon and he's stopping the Mavs run.
Matt Stock thinking of how to respond. Pass over. Here's Bold. Bold gets DePaolo on the floor. McGee with the tip. McGee with the second tip. Doesn't go. And bringing it back up Stanbridge. Boonstopple. Quick pass to Paolo. Uses his body superbly on the much bigger Brandon Morris. And you hear the cheers from the locals. They love it. Seeing the youngster in action. Cherry.
6-point lead now for the Warriors. 6 minutes to go. All around the Sixers.
DePaolo with the rebound over Devin McGee, no less. They're doing it well, the Woodville Warriors, and build up a 6-point lead. Oh, not a good pass.
Not a good pass at all there by
DePaolo again. He's in everything. Oh, and the Woodville Warriors, none of them commit. Scott Whitmore's going to pop a vein.
Coach Warriors has got to pop a vein as well, because that was a poor pass by McGee.
Yeah.
And the game takes a nice little breath again.
Marana back out. Nathan, mid-range.
Long two. The Warriors have loved the long twos today. It's been working for them.
It's the fish of the day.
8 points now the Warriors lead by. Been down 9 midway through the second.
Been down 10 through much of the first quarter. As much as 12, 13 points. Cherry, quick pass, no look, out to Stock. Oh, feels it. That's clean from the Eastern.
Stock is making some chicken soup out there.
Matani. Brody Nathan now. Well, how can he respond? 5-point game, 5 minutes on the clock.
Watch Brunstopple here.
Oh no. Oh no. Good rebound though by Majorana.
Puts it up.
And I love that. Important second chance points. You take Boonstopple there any day of the week.
100%. He had a good look there. And what was best as well was Majorana was in position, ready for that miss if it did miss. And it did, and he got the 2 points.
Now Cherry crossing through, finding a way through the key, puts it up. Ooh. Well played, but he'll head to the line.
We watched the replay here of that great layup. Look how strong is
DePaolo there, the youngster, on Brandon Morris, no less.
And it's his first time in the game today as well. He's played well.
Well composed. But he'll take it. He earns his 4 minutes of basketball there, but he's coming back off.
Good little spark there as Cherry hits the first one to bring the score back to 6 points. Cherry doesn't miss, hits 2 from 2.
And Cherry moves on now to 14 points. Good output from Novi and Cherry. If you can push on and make that 20-25, maybe the Mavericks are in with a shot here. Boonstop, we can't leave him uncontested. Open. Oh! Never seen that. I know they don't call that, but like, I've never seen a fall back in after it hits like the frame.
As we see the replay, wide open, it hits the top. Honestly, the Warriors deserve that 3 points because that was woeful defending from the Mavericks. That was
Adam Jones gone bang on the live stream. Said Bold here. Matt Stock out to Bold. Bold the floater. It's clean.
Nice little teardrop.
Can the Mavs defend better on this sequence? Adam's watching on with intent.
I'm not even watching. I'm watching one play. I'm watching Boonstopple. Double screen here. Open at the top. You need to fight through those screens. Mavs, once again, lucky.
Yeah, getting away with it too, even though the Woodville Warriors.
And Cherry's talking to himself. He knows he's made mistakes.
And Morris somehow comes away with it behind the back.
Bit of fancy dancy there.
Bit of flair. Good pass.
Stock.
Oh, and blocks. That's great from Majorana. You don't see much of that in the game anymore. He's got players on top. Nathan decides not to take him. Nathan very much running the offense, using the 24 seconds in each sequence, although he didn't there, but very much slower. Likes it on his own terms.
The Mavs need to get some communication going on defense. They're trying to do a switch there. There was no switch needed. Mavs defense very poor, and it's costing them 5 points down to the Warriors here at St. Clair on a Sunday afternoon.
Morris has nothing there, destroyed by 4 Warriors defenders and just really can't have anything his own way, which is unfortunate because he's such a good player when he gets going.
I can feel Coach Warhurst about to pop a vein or call a timeout because he's very animated there on the sideline. As we watch that block.
It's almost a dance move that Warhurst is making. You're watching the replay here though. Good
great
block.
close arm.
Just phenomenal. You don't see it in the game anymore, as I said.
He gets out there fast as well. It looked wide open, but Warriors shut that down quick smart.
And Stock, the captain, looking to reset things a little bit. He gets on the other end. He wanted to take it, but Meldrum defended well. And
another silly turnover.
Yeah.
Coach Burhos turns around, doesn't even want to see how this ends. It ends with an easy layout for Stanbridge. And a timeout. He's not happy. He is not happy, and Adam Jones is not happy either with the Mavericks defense.
And that was, I apologize because that was Alex Majorana who put that layup in, but the message is clear because the Eastern Mavericks defense is nowhere. I believe they rocked up to the wrong stadium because a 7-point lead to the Woodville Warriors should really be more.
They had a biggest lead of 14 points, 21-point turnaround, 2 minutes on the third. This could get ugly. The Mavericks have
But that's the
rolled.
thing. Warhurst is upset, and rightly he should be. But the Mavericks are still up to their neck in this clash, and they really don't need to just blow the roof off this place.
You have the 6 points there that Brunstable should have hit with those open threes.
Yeah.
Game's over, 11 points. But it's not. We've got a game on our hands, don't we, Benito?
And I just need to... I just believe the key to this is to support Morris on offense, and then they'll have more coherency on defense if they start scoring points, you know what I mean? Because these turnovers on the offensive
It's the turnovers that kill it.
Yeah.
You can't defend when you're chasing back, trying to set up. It's a killer.
Burnstopple now 20 points for the game according to the scoreboard. He's got 19 on this webcast feed. So a massive game for Burnstopple again. Can't forget
Channel 44.
Bozo back on court. Can he provide a spark for the Mavs? Delapia also on the court. Bozo!
Bang! Bang, bang!
Quick and on the money.
Well, that certainly helps you coming out
makes
of the
you feel
timeout.
a bit better about it.
4 points.
DeWitt passes inside. Working is Majorana. Alex Majorana. DeWitt back again, takes the shot, doesn't go. Morris with the rebound.
This is where the Mavs have to go to run. Brunstable on the bench at the moment.
Yeah. Delapia, stop. Outside, Bozo again.
Oh. Gets his own rebound.
Talk, boys.
No communication once again from the Mavs. Not happy, Jan.
And no communication after it either. Showing that they're not just like, you just want that communication regardless of before or after the play, because they didn't look at each other after they got in.
They're not on the same page, but no. I doubt they're in the same library at the moment.
Majorana now posting up on Delapia, has the matchup and earns his trip to the line.
And he's not happy. There was a shirt grab there, not called, and he turns to the ref and says, "Watch that, please. I don't like it."
And of course, Matt Stock out there captaining the team today. He's missing his brother, Daniel Stock. You might catch him on the feed, sporting a moon boot on the Mavericks bench. You can see Warhurst here with his arms up in the air.
He's not happy. You can see him in the foreground. First one missed, second one hit. 5-point ball game. Stock brings the ball up.
It's worth taking a peek at where Warhurst is at whenever he crosses the feed. Because it's just comedy gold. I shouldn't say it, but it's quite entertaining. Morris,
oh! I think that was a lot of...
Stanbridge hungry, but I believe if he didn't foul him, two of the other players did. There was a lot of contact there.
There was a lot of contact. As we watch the replay... Oh, I reckon Stanbridge got it clean.
Yeah, Meldrum, I reckon.
Unfortunately, there's 5 players to a team, and the other 2 have not helped you there, Stanbridge. Yeah. Nice little roll through there, though. 59 seconds, 5-point game. 5-point game still.
Put the Mickey on Brandon
I
Morris.
I thought he had it. He's been shooting well from the free throw line today. That's his second miss.
The
He's
man
5 from 7.
from Benedict College, averaged 18 points in 2 seasons for them. Won a fair bit of accolades too playing there as well. The SIAC Player of the Year in 2016-17. So as I said, a high quality player that can really come into his own. Ooh. Taken to the ground.
Stock brings the ball up. He looks to push.
Stock. Yeah, no, moving up the court is Stock, pushing the agenda. Bozo. And now Morris. Morris
off his
foot.
He
Loses the ball again.
And he's not happy. He's not having a good day today.
It's just a tough outing for him. And moving inside, Majorana tries to get it to his brother.
That's what I love about Morris. When he's not having his points, he's back on defense. Though.
Yeah.
He has caused a couple of steals today, and he's gone for the 3.
I love it. I love the energy.
The saucepan's been bubbling. The lid's not off quite yet.
Yes. The saucepan is bubbling, but can the lid come off for Brandon Morris? Meldrum gets a bit caught up, gets it out to DeWitt. Not quite, and the rebounds grabbed by Delapierre, but that's 3/4 time. We hear it from Alan Brown, but the Woodville Warriors lead by 4 points.
Who you got, Benito? Who have you got?
I thought Easton were out of the equation there for a little bit in that third term, but fought a little bit towards the end. That Vozo 3, I think, was just about the last score we saw for the quarter. Quite a sloppy offensive output from both ends.
At quarter time, I thought you would have been crazy to say Warriors, but I think right now you'd be crazy to say Mavs. Body language looks down, communication looks down, no defense.
Yeah. But just the interesting aspect of it is it's 10 minutes of basketball that has to be played.
And it's a 4-point ball game.
Yeah.
It is anyone's ball game.
We've seen turnarounds in each quarter. Of course, Mavs outscored the Warriors by 9 in the first term. Warriors outscored them by 10 in the second and outscored them again by 3 in this one. Heading into the fourth, I think Scott Whitmore's just asking for more of the same. I think he knows Mavericks will get themselves together in some sort of aspect. I want to see the ball in the hands of Devin McGee a little bit more in this final term.
I want to see the ball in the hands of Cherry more. It seems like he was hot in the first quarter and they haven't gone back to him. As we look here at Whitmore, he's telling his troops, we're in the lead, we're in the position. Just keep your foot down on their throat.
Are you a lip reader?
I am.
What's he saying now?
Flare screen, give the ball to Brynstopple.
I think we'll see a fair bit of that as well. Very simple. Jason Waters doesn't come up with a solution to the flare screen.
That's a great point raised by yourself and me with the flare screen. We just saw Brynstopple not play the last 3 minutes. It was, 6-point game where he went out and they pulled it back to 3.
7-point game, and they pulled it back to a 4.
So I'm pretty sure Whitmore's happy. Whitmore's rested his best player, or one of his best players, either him or Stanbridge, depends who you ask.
I'd say Stanbridge, but yeah, you're right. And they've come out holding the lead, heading into the last quarter. Boonstock refreshed. Stanbridge is largely refreshed as well. He's had a fair rest. I say a fair rest, but he's only had a minute and a half off the court.
Yeah, but that's it. Plus the 3/4 time break, plus the time out in between that.
Yeah.
It's adds up.
Yeah. All right. So here's Majorana to his brother, Alex Majorana. Boonstock now under pressure. The pass deflected and stolen by Kai Matthews Hampton. Good energy shown by the youngster. Goes himself off the backboard, doesn't fall.
Good by Morris though. Just about tips it. Does tip it to his own player.
Chaos in the key, and it ends up in the hands of Delapierre.
Chaos in the key. Chaos with a K.
Foul called on Woodville there.
Yeah.
Delapierre bringing it in.
Another breath in the game.
Take a deep breath. We've taken a fair few. Morris sizing up. Majorana.
Good swishing and dishing are the Mavericks at the moment. Brings it back to 2. Great play by Morris there to find the open man.
What can Meldrum do? Meldrum and Brody Nathan on the court together this time, and another off-ball foul called.
That's a good foul. As we look at the replay again, look at this dish. Thank you. He's like, hot potato, you have it. That's a good foul, though, because Boonstopper was away under the basket, going to the corner, wide open. No one was going to be near him.
And now Devin McGee comes on for Delapierre. Delapierre having done his job. Meldrum finds Alex Majorana, and now Nathan. Nathan puts it up. The J sinks it. And without Stanbridge on the court, Woodville holding their own.
And it's back to 4 points here with 9 minutes to go in the last. Morris has the ball, goes inside, nice and strong.
Oh, that's unfortunate for the Woodville Warriors.
I'm on the line here. That looked in.
The referee was closer than us, we'll be honest. Although we do have a clear view of the baseline too. Bringing it in is Devin McGee. Let's see what they work out here. Morris has it. Man of the moment. Nearly lose it. He's feeling it. I think he's a bit fatigued considering he's backed up 60 minutes of game time.
Had a 41-point game last night. That's nothing to...
Yeah. And he led them to a victory as well.
He did.
Surely he couldn't lead them to 2 consecutive victories.
If Justin Bieber once sung, never say never.
Boonstopper. The coat hanger! You don't see that on a basketball court very often.
Is this JBL from the clothesline from hell? Is this 2003 Friday Night SmackDown?
Oh, Seb Vosto catching up on his WWE. Look at that.
As we watch the replay,
Do you call flagrant?
Yeah, there has to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he has got a flagrant. That was...
How about that?
Fozzie got beaten well and truly there. You just take that loss. We watched the replay again.
Complete with sound effects. He's all right.
And he hits both ends. With the flagrant rule, you get 2 shots and the bowl.
Yep, love it. If you're a Woodville Warriors fan. Back out to a 6-point lead. Stanbridge still spending his time on the bench. This is a dream for Scott Whitmore.
It's a nightmare for Warriors.
Yeah. Nathan to Boonstopper works his way through.
There wasn't even a gap there. There was not a gap there. Boonstopper. AB, great announcer.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. But Morris, how can he respond? Gives it to Vosso, the man who knocked down Boonstopper just a second ago.
Knocked down, that's an interesting way to say clothesline.
And here he is now. I reckon he'll put the shot up. Spins inside, pass it back out to Morris. Morris puts up the shot. Oh, damn. Brandon Morris showing another aspect to his game that we haven't seen so far today. Brandon.
Morris looked reluctant to take that 3, and it didn't matter because he sunk it.
And Meldrum finds the option on the outside. Nathan to slow things down again. As I say, loves to play in his own terms. Devin McGee gets up.
And Morris pushes the tempo. He's going to go inside. No, he pulls up. He slows it down. And Stock's got the ball, top of the 3. Morris.
Could he do it again? On the much shorter Boonstopper. Boonstopper gets a hand in. And good pass out. Vozo on the baseline. Working hard. Finds Kai Matthews-Hampton. He puts up the shot. And doesn't fall. Boonstopper with the rebound. No one contesting it for the Mavs. And a 5-point lead remains for the Woodville Warriors. Stanbridge ready to enter back into the court.
It's been a 5-point game for a while now. It's great steal.
Matthews-Hampton.
And McGee.
He wanted the dunk from McGee.
I wanted the dunk, but I'll take a layup. I'll take a close game.
Yes.
It's back to 3, 6 minutes, 43. Warriors ball. Warriors lead by 3 points.
And the Mavericks kind of just regaining a bit of defense here. Matthews-Hampton showing plenty of energy. And Morris cleaning up on the rebounds. We could be witnessing a shift in momentum here without Stanbridge on the court. Matthews-Hampton from the corner. Oh, no one contesting the
Morris
rebounds
has
13
rebounds. 1 steal, 1 block.
I just don't understand why the Mavs don't contest those rebounds on the offense there.
You need to get back on defense against this fast-moving Warriors team. As Boonstopper comes off a screen. Thank you. Hold the pose. Put the 3 points down. It's 6 points with 6 minutes to go.
Oh, that's his 6th 3-pointer of the match. Hit a long two as well. Vozo looking to just create something here. Keep the lead within 1 possession. McGee.
Lucky, very lucky. Boonstopper just about had a steal to go along with his 6 threes.
Vozo. 1 second on the clock and can't work it out. Brandon Morris.
And he's down. And as we watch this replay again of Boonstopper getting inside, finding the space. Look at this space. Where is it? Can you see that space in this replay? Because I cannot. I can see the 2 points he scored from it though.
Boonstopper doing it all. 26 points tonight. And, well, could be on his way to player of the round honours, although I think Brandon Morris might have that covered from last night's performance. Stanbridge back on court, and Morris called for the foul.
As we watch this replay of the coming off the screen, great screen there by Marana.
Yeah, Marana doing it
But
well
that's what
today.
you know what? All of this Warriors screens have been that well. Broomstopple's had a lot of open threes coming off screens, coming off the flare screen, which we've mentioned a few times today.
It's one play that just the Warriors possess that it's just so hard to defend because it's so fluid and quick as well.
Yeah.
It can just happen at any stage of the offense.
Oh, Broomstopple again.
Not quite.
Not quite.
Tip in. Not quite either. Now bringing up Seb Bold. Can he find the avenue? Gives it to Cherry back on court.
Cherry into a double team.
But he does well, and Mavs retain possession. Cherry working hard to recover that one. He's not happy with himself for losing it, but at least they get the ball back.
Belgium looking at the ref in shock, thinking there was a foul, but I don't think there was much there. I think you just dropped the ball there, son.
And
foul inside. Now, was the ball in court yet? Or was it kickball?
No, foul.
No, foul.
That's their second of the quarter. So foul trouble not coming into play so far tonight either. Vozo now looking for options. Moving it around.
Lead. Stock with the ball at the top.
I love seeing Morris at the top as well. Here's Stock. Oh, nearly. But of course it gives them no presence on the inside.
Belgium grabbed the rebound. No, it's true.
Yeah.
Now that's the thing. Do you want Morris coming for the crashing the boards? Do you want him to have his three? Because he has hit a three tonight.
The dude does look quite exhausted. Burnstopper was trying to put this game to bed.
That's right. If you watch him now on defense, he looks a bit tired, and you don't blame him. And that's right. Back-to-back games is a hard thing to do.
Oh, McGee.
Oh, McGee. You
just cleaning
cannot
up.
do that.
Oh,
you cannot do that.
Devon.
Cherry pushes inside. Oh, I thought that was a travel. That was.
Oh, and a call for two. Morris, when he went up, was fouled.
We're about to watch the replay of McGee saying, "No, thank you. This is my house."
He's patrolling the key like
look at it.
customs officer. Oh my goodness.
It's Channel 7,
Turning
7:30.
the ball into Fritz. Yeah, watch tonight, Border Patrol. Devon McGee might be on there.
Oh, how good did that net sound? This net is back in action. That was silk. It was. Let's listen again. He'll hit this one. Morris goes 2 from 2. Brings it back to a 4-point lead with the 4 minutes to go.
The brand new St. Clair Recreation Centre providing the goods on this feed. Meldrum doesn't have anything. Somehow gets it to Stanbridge. Stanbridge working hard.
Has
puts the shot
Stanbridge
up.
scored in this half?
Morris with a big
Stanbridge
defensive
has
rebound.
gone for a jump ball, and it is Mavericks ball anyway.
But who knows? Maybe there'll be another jump ball that Warriors win back. Tough though from Brandon Morris. Brandon Morris is putting in a shift. I just want to highlight how many
That
minutes.
is how the possession arrow works. If there's a jump ball, the next one goes against him. Thank you for telling that to our listeners.
It's all right. I'm all about the fundamentals as Bold.
Bang, bang! Mamma mia, we have a ball game here at St. Clair. 1 point, 3 minutes, 50 seconds.
Oh my goodness. Brody Nathan, again, slowing it down. Burnstop was the man you want, but he doesn't have the open
Cherry
look.
is all over him.
Making
Like
a dance of it.
rash from a cheap suit from an op shop.
Brody Nathan. Oh, Devon! No! He turned the ball to Fritz. And now Bold
That is
attacks.
6. 6. Let's talk about 6, baby. Let's talk about McGee and blocks.
Matty Stock. Mavericks turning this game into a Harlem Globetrotters showcase. Brody Nathan, take a breath, son.
We need some more. Bully ball.
And Mavericks, all of a sudden, just fighting.
There's some life in this game. As we watch this block again, chase down, comes from nowhere.
This is a clinic.
Nathan has no idea. Nathan's like, I will take this layup. What is that? That is a block. That is a block.
It's divine intervention from Devon McGee. And bring it up.
Unfortunately,
they didn't score.
Here we go,
Can
Benny.
they take the lead, the Eastern Mavericks? Morris, Bold, Cherry, Bold thinks about it. He's got Morris inside. Also has Devin McGee. Devin working.
Good defense. Great defense by Stanbridge. Needs to get it out. Has he thrown it away? Late call. Late call, ref. Let them play. And Warhurst is just standing there going...
Oh, I don't want to look at Warhurst right now.
Well, timeout called.
All right. So
2:46. Let's take a deep breath.
Take a deep breath. This is the situation. Woodville Warriors 72. The Mavericks 71. Any foul here will go to the bonus. Brandon Morris is tied. He's put in almost 80 minutes of basketball.
He has scored 58 points in 2 days.
It's a good shift. And Devin McGee is putting on a block clinic. 6th for the game. All 6 as sensational as each other. Maybe the last one was the best.
Easily the best. Easily. 6 blocks, though. That's incredible. By the way, Tigers run out winners over Norwood.
Tigers coming in. They've hit form now, and they're going to be a threat in the finals. Norwood really falling apart, which is unexpected considering how deep their squad is. You talk about block party.
I'm looking for the album name because 2005 block party came out with Silent Alarm. That was a silent alarm because Nathan had no idea it was silence. You couldn't hear anything. Let me paint this picture. Nathan's running into an open lane, goes for a layup. The silent alarm goes, and the block party is here. McGee is here. 6 blocks, 2:46, 1 point. We are in for a great finish here.
Well, there's plenty of block party references you can make. Of course, Helicopter, one of their biggest hits. Certainly, Devin McGee is a helicopter tonight. Nathan again with the ball. And Majorana, Boone, doesn't have the space to take the shot. Cherry stepping up on defense here. And not allowing Boonstopper to get free. And with 5 on the shot clock, Nathan has to go. He puts up the long 2. That's a risky shot.
But it has the bounce. And it's another 2 points. It's a 3-point lead for the Warriors.
2 minutes on the clock. Cherry. What can they do? Bold thinks about the 3.
Looking at it.
Take it 2 points at a time. Cherry on the outside. Bold has 7 on the clock. McGee thinks about a long 2. He's got Morris on the outside. McGee takes the long 2 in the end. And it doesn't fall. Chasing it down. Bold fouls on. It's just rough.
It's there. He clips him. He gives him a clip, and it's 2 points. It's 2 free throws now. I hope Brinstopple gets a 3 because I have a line ready and waiting. I've saved it for the crunch time because we are in the crunch time here at St. Clair on this Sunday afternoon. It's 5:06. You're watching us on Facebook stream. You might be watching us on delay on channel 44. Wherever you are, we're into a contest. It's still 3 points.
And miss from Majorana. He hasn't.
Majorana.
He's struggled with his free throws. 0 from 3.
Well, that hurts. That could hurt. If he misses this one, it's still a 3-point. No, he hits it. 2-point possession.
2 possessions.
4 points, 2 possessions.
Minute 50 on the clock. Mavericks have to put points on the board. They can't get stuck in a rut here. And Brandon Morris needs to be a factor here.
The ball needs to go to Morris, but it goes to Stock, and he opens the can. There's chicken stock in my soup. There's hot water. It's down to 1 point.
A 1 point margin again.
Watch Brinstopple here. Watch Brinstopple.
Brinstopple trying to get open, but they're under the basket. Stanbridge.
Stanbridge
puts up.
Is strong like a bridge. Puts it back 3 points.
20 points for the night. And a 3-point game. Still 1 possession. 1 minute 25. Bold to Morris. Cherry.
Morris. Shoot it, Morris.
Devin McGee.
Double team. Morris is there. And he gets it! He pulls it 1 point. How close are these games? The first game went to overtime. This one is, my back hurts. I've been carrying this commentary today.
Brody Nathan now to Meldrum.
Where's Brinstopple?
Meldrum on Bold. It's been a great matchup.
Look at Brinstopple. He'll get this
Stanbridge. Great pass inside. And
he's tunneled. Good call, referee. Great call, referee.
The foul probably shouldn't have been given there by Brandon Morris. He moves to 4 fouls for the game. Also in foul trouble is Luke Stanbridge.
No, it's a good foul because he is 1 from 4.
Oh, no, that was his brother. No, not his brother. That's, it is him. 1 from 4.
Okay.
Now 1 from 5.
My back is being carrying this team, and comments like that show why.
Thanks, brother.
Love you. You know what else I love?
Hitting free throws.
I do love hitting free throws. He's missing
another
2.
one.
It's
Morris
a 1-point game.
Oh my goodness,
Oh.
Matt Stock brings it up, the captain of the Eastern Mavericks. Can they steal a win at St.
Put the ball in
Clair?
back. Oh, shoot that, Morris. Just do it.
Brandon Morris wants to go ISO. Cherry looking for options. Great pass in.
Morris, 41.
Oh, they're working.
And Brunstubble comes up big.
Just 40 seconds on the clock, 2 possessions.
Watch Brunstubble here.
Remain.
Watch him. He's going to get this ball.
Can Boonstopple finish
He's
things?
getting it.
Oh, he doesn't take
Oh.
drives
Oh,
inside.
Boone is unstoppable. Oh, they've missed it. They've missed the layup. What has happened there? And it's Mavericks ball. 1 point.
23.9 seconds on the clock.
Let's take a deep breath, Benito. We have 20 seconds to go. Who you got?
Need some elevator
Timeout.
music
It's
to
a
play
timeout
right
as
now.
well. Timeout. Let's talk it through. Let's talk what we just saw. We've got a replay here. We've got Stock bringing it back to 1.
Matt is
Cold-blooded.
killer. But Matt Stock himself only has 9 points, hit the 3 triples of the game, but he's just
Doesn't matter how many points he has, because he's just brought it back to 1, and that's
he's hit them when it matters
it's
too.
timing.
Yeah.
It's all about the timing. He has the watch on. He looks and he goes, "I think I should hit a 3 here." And you know what he does? He goes, "I will," and he does hit the 3.
As we see the scores there, both teams in the bonus. 1 possession remaining, although we'll probably see another unless the Mavericks time this perfectly. Does Jason Warhurst have the plan to win this match? This is a big test for the Eastern Mavericks coach. Can he deliver on such a stage?
Unlike Whitmore, he doesn't have the flare screens to go to. But
I don't know if that would work on a play-to-play.
Warhurst knows basketball.
Whoa.
He knows crunch time. He'll get something done.
It's tough.
I'll tell you, the Jones guarantee this score is not the final score. There will be another basket.
Oh.
Who the basket goes to is up to you or me, because I don't know.
So disregard this one just about. That's what Adam's saying. But we saw actually at St. Francis de Sales Centre in Mount Barker, the Mavs were on the end of a crushing defeat against the Central District's Lions, who hit one with, as time expired, to walk off with the win. So can they return serve against the Woodville Warriors here?
Let's get back to the game. Sebi Bold's going to inbound it. You see Stock's the captain.
Yeah.
Stock dribbles to the top, passes to Bold.
Now Bold to Morris. Morris looking for options. Oh, Brandon Morris.
Oh, spinning and winning! Spinning and winning! He'll go to the line to take the lead.
Oh, Morris. We're going to go to his free throw statistics. He's been...
Yeah, how has he been today?
8 for 10. 8 for 10.
80%.
We don't want overtime again. I don't want overtime again, man.
They don't pay me by the hour, but I'll stay.
Brandon Morris.
Bang. Bang, bang. 1 point.
Scores tied.
Can he take the
14
lead?
seconds on the clock.
I hope he misses. I want to see OT.
That's a bad thing to wish.
No, I want
It's a reverse Mickey.
good quality basketball. He has missed it. Oh, Stanbridge with the rebound.
Scores a level. Surely we don't see 2 consecutive overtime matches, but we have a game now. Brody Nathan sizing it up, doesn't have much open. He might take the shot himself. Boonstopple, surely not. Boonstopple is unstoppable. Boone, unstoppable. Stopple takes the win. The walk-off thing. It's done.
I don't know, is it Brunstubble? Because it's Brun unstoppable. He has unstopped this team. It's not going to OT. The Warriors are taking this. What a win. Buzzer beater. And we watched the replay. Look at it. Gets bumped as well. Should be a foul. Doesn't need it. Does not need the foul. All over.
And that's how you celebrate a game winner. A pylon. Oh.
It's 5:15 here. You know what? It's time for a chicken dinner because he's gone winner. Chicken dinner.
Oh, James Boonstopple. The contested 3 to take the win. It had to be Boonstopple.
And the Mavs just look shell-shocked. They don't know what's happened to him. And I'll tell you what's happened to him. Boonstopple.
Not a bad game though.
James.
From
Mr. James.
the Mavs.
Boonstopple.
It was ridiculous. The Mavs brought it back.
Just say the name one more time because he deserves it. He has
Here
just...
we watch it again.
Look at it.
Brody Nathan, I thought he had nothing open.
Oh,
Boonstopple behind
Terry
him.
will not be happy. He lost him. He lost him there. It was a great shot.
And Terry's so good on defense
He
in the
was.
last
He's been
quarter
so,
as well.
He has kept James
Boomstable
quiet.
hadn't scored in the final term before that.
Oh,
Crushing. But
wow.
also, how about the Woodville Warriors take the win, heading in to the final round. They move level on points with the Bearcats. They'll enjoy that themselves. A little bit of a win.
And you know what I've enjoyed today? 2 quality games of basketball.
My goodness, unbelievable
OT,
basketball.
first game. Buzzer beat in the second game. What else can you wish for?
We got Brooke Basham on one side, James Boomstopple on the other. Winners on each end.
We're about to hear the MVP, but who was your MVP today for this game?
Look, I'm just going to let Alan Brown call it right now because it's James Boomstopple. Unbelievable game winner.
But it is. Well done.
Booney takes it out and everyone applauds. James Boomstopple with a phenomenal match. We'll read his stat line, 29 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds, a couple of steals to go with it.
7 3-pointers, but most importantly, hits the last shot. He walks it off. 3 points. 3 points is the final total, and the Warriors run out winners.
Yeah, it's an unbelievable match, and it's been a pleasure bringing it to you. I've been Benito Carboni, and with me, the awesome Adam Jones. I'm sure we'll see him back, but thank you for joining us at St. Clair Recreation Centre. This has been 2018 Premier League Basketball.